We are moving past the days of needing massive graphic card farms just for running local fast AI. Nvidia have just dropped their Nemotron 3.5 model, enabling high-end fast reasoning on our own local setups. Today I'm going to cover all the key details of this model, and downloading this in my own system to building my app rebuilder project. So the task of project is to take a Python application, do the full code-based translation and convert it into a single HTML file. If you're new to the channel, welcome back to Build with AI series, where I cover local AI free tools and models to build practical AI projects. And today's focus is the Nvidia Nemotron 3.5, which is built by the hardware giant of Nvidia, designed for super fast local reasoning tasks. This model has 30 billion moving parts, but it only uses 3 billion at a time, saving a lot of computer memory when we are deploying this into our AI workflows. And you can pass on massive amount of text and code to this model, as it natively supports 1 million context window, which means you can feed it entire books and code bases without the model crashing due to the memory errors. The engine inside is actually a hybrid design where they have mixed multiple different processing styles to get faster results. And they are using mixture of experts architecture where only some parts of neural networks get activated according to the task that you are giving to the model. So this gives you speed without losing any smart answers. And when it comes to solving real-world software bugs, this AI is scoring 51% in the benchmark test, which is a very strong score for local coding. And the download size is also reasonable, as the smallest 4-bit quantization is 18.5 GB big, which is reasonable enough for a 30 billion parameter model. Now before going into all the specifications, I'm going to be downloading this in my own system. You can either go for the full 16-bit quantization, but just take note that the total file size is 66 GB. That's why I'm going for the lower quantization, specifically the 4-bit quantization that is built by open source community. So just go to the files menu and download the GGUF file directly. Now while this is downloading, let us go over the key architecture of this model. And as we have talked about, the total number of parameters in this model is 30 billion. So if you want to run it on a single GPU, you will need at least 80 GB of VRAM. Otherwise, you can also connect multiple graphic cards in parallel. And there are few different versions of this model that is available for download. The 16-bit or the base model quantization is best for the customization and doing reinforcement learning on the model. It just means rewarding or punishing the model weights according to your own tasks and goals. But if you just want the model for direct production use case, you can go for the 4-bit quantization. And the best part is the official user license, as it is completely free for business and research use, so you do not have to pay any monthly fees to the creators. The core engine of this model is designed as the linear time state space. It is built to design all the data processing smoothly, as everything runs in a single processing line. And it has the multi-token prediction trick for generating words, which actually guesses multiple tokens ahead of the time for the base model, so the final output appears faster on user screen. And you also get full control over the thinking process. You can tell it to think harder on complex problems by just enabling the thinking mode, or disable it if you want quick answers. Let's say if you are building any customer support bot using this local model. And the system can handle the outside agentic tools connections as well, and it loops through all of those tools in a multi-turn execution mode, so it takes through multiple steps to solve complex problems while also using a massive amount of training data, so the model is completely trained for solving real-world problems. So now the model has downloaded in my system. I've kept the same GGUF file in the project folder in which I have this code file, where I'm going to be reading this GGUF file as my local AI brain. And I've kept an application code which is there in this input folder, which is just a simple Python dashboard built from the Streamlit library. So it has to take this input app.py file, convert that into an HTML code, and save the final generated code in this output folder inside this index.html file. So the input prompt will have those same instructions that you are an expert AI software architect, analyze the full Python Streamlit application, and build a complete standalone single file HTML web application. And then I'm also passing on some 3 features that I want added on that application. First, I want a dynamic toggle to switch the dark and light themes. Second, I want a real-time interactive button using which I can do instant live web searches. And finally, a visual model performance leaderboard where I can compare the different parameters and throughput metrics of the models. Now once it generates the final text, we are going to remove all the raw tags like these HTML tags or the escape characters. and save the final HTML code in this output HTML file location. So first I will just show you the original application which you can launch by just going into the terminal and running the app.py file inside the input folder using the Streamlit library. So once I launch this, I will get the application running in this my local browser. So I basically have a dashboard for tracking all of the AI models that I'm using with some dummy numbers, like these are the tasks done, this is the average token speed, this is the GPU VRAM that we are using, and this is the success rate on the different tasks. Then we have the metrics for all of the models that we are using and also the performance leaderboard. On the left panel also there are filter buttons to select different models and also a slider pan to change the refresh rate of this report generation. So the model has to understand all the dashboard by looking at the Streamlit.py file, and it has to convert all of the Python codes into the HTML codes. So we will know whether the coding and the software capabilities that the creators are claiming are actually true or not. Now to run the pipeline to convert the codes, just open up a new terminal and type python main.py. Now while the model is generating the code, let us look at the different download sizes that you have available. The smallest one is the 4-bit GGUF quantization that we are also using, having almost a download size of 18 GB. But as you go for the higher quantization, let's say if you're going for the 8-bit quantization, it will go to the 32 GB big. And quantization just means that you are trimming down the precision of numbers inside the neural network of model. So it will lose a bit of accuracy, but it will retain all the smartness of the model. So as you go for the higher quantizations, the precision will double, so the model size and the memory requirements will also double. Then there are some quantization sizes available for the Apple Silicon chips. So if you are working in Apple operating systems, you can go for these MLX quantizations. And then there are the drafter models for the multi-token prediction, which will predict the tokens first before the base model will actually process them. So these drafter models are just tiny AI models with less than 1 billion parameters, as their task is to just predict the token, while the base model will be making all the major decisions. So this drafter decoding actually leads to the faster processing time for the base model, as these act as the assistant to the base model, which are giving the candidate tokens in a single forward pass, while the deflash engine is designed to stream text directly to your screen. So this makes all of your chat applications feel incredibly snappy and fluid, as all of the future generations are done simultaneously during the generation process. In the reasoning and coding benchmark numbers, it is performing almost at par with the Q1 3.6 35 billion parameters, scoring 85.3% on the agentic tooling benchmark, easily beating the other competitors of Google Gemma 4 and GPT OSS. And for other benchmarks of instruction following and general knowledge, it is again almost performing at par with the other competitors, beaten by some slight margins from the Q1 and Gemma family. And now the index.html output is ready for us. I can directly launch this in my browser by just going to terminal and launching the HTML file using the start process command. So the entire dashboard is completely overhauled by the model. For switching the theme, it has added this dark theme and light theme mode, and I can see all the colors are perfectly formatted. Like the text here are black and the background is white, but when I switch to the dark theme, all the text is converted to white and the background is converted to dark. And second feature I wanted to be added was a dynamic switch between the different models leaderboard, and that is also given nicely by this model, as I can easily switch between the different model families. On the right we have the summary for the model performance leaderboard, and we also have the export CSV section, where you can directly export this complete report and then pass this on to the other AI tools. It is actually able to give some nice dashboard with a professional feel, and we have all the different sections. Like on left panel also we still have the filters and changing the refresh rate of the report generation as well. So while this is able to do this code translation task, you still have to take care of some operational considerations that you have to keep in mind while using this model. First, you have to select the perfect quantization system basis your requirements, as if you go for the raw base versions, it will use significant VRAM in your system, which might even crash your PC. And while this model is having a huge reading capacity of 1 million context window, you should cap that to 256k tokens if you are using a single GPU in your system. And if you want to integrate external tools into this model, you have to pass on some flags so the model can understand how to read the tools and how to do the reasoning using the different engines. So that was it for the full breakdown of the Nemotron 3.5 model, which is bringing massive reasoning power to your local machines completely free of cost. As usual, all the code files and the readme file for the complete project that we have built today will be available in GitHub link in description and pinned comments, so you can directly follow along all the steps and get started with this model right now. Let me know in comments if you want me to cover more such AI tools and models, and follow the channel for more AI builds, updates and workflows.